All right, wait for it. Wait for it. You guys know what I'm going to say? Boom! Snow everywhere. Hey guys, TRUEMU here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are going to be taking a look at 8 missiles that you can add into your world. Now these aren't just any normal missiles, these are ICBM missiles, so they are pretty big and they're very cool. This is all done in the latest snapshot of 1.9, and this is one command. Well, it's not one command, it's actually 5 commands, which is a little different this time. This is the first 5 command video I've ever done. But yeah, it's 5 commands, so you can get these in vanilla, and it is 5 because there's just so much to it. I would almost call this command its own mod. So Gundam Crafter, you just did an excellent job with this 1.9 command. But let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is give yourself a command block. Once you do that, go ahead and place it down somewhere. I think I'm going to place it over here. And paste in that code that I have in the description for you. Check need redstone and or always active. And then you get yourself a machine here. But don't worry, because you have to do that 4 more times. So go ahead and get each code in the description below. You can actually download a notepad that will have every code on there for you. It's a little bit of work, but once you get these machines into your world, it's very cool because then you can actually launch these massive missiles. There's 8 different types of missiles, like I said, and each machine here will actually have a different purpose, so they can all work together and create this giant one command. So once you've got all 5 machines into your world here, they all have different signs, as you can see. This one's for the nuclear missile, and then these ones over here for different kinds of missiles, and then one's for the scoreboard. So you got all your machines. You're ready to launch some missiles. Now I've got a villager here. He's just a normal villager, but when I drop a firework rocket onto him, well, that was weird. It kind of took a second to drop out of my... I hope I'm not getting a lot of lag. I know this requires a good computer just because there's 5 commands happening at once, but did it work? Did you turn it? Okay, he didn't take my rocket. Okay, you take it. There we go. It worked for him. Alright, so here is our missile engineer. This is what will be created from a normal villager if you drop a firework rocket onto him. And inside his trades, he's got pretty much anything you need to get any missile you want. So starting here with the support frame, you're going to need 3 of these, so I'm going to get some iron bars, which I don't have. If we drop in some iron bars and iron ingots, you will get a support frame. I'm going to get 3 of those. There we go, and then I'm going to go to the next page, and then here we have a platform, which you will need 2 blocks of iron and some redstone for. So once you got the materials for those, go ahead and drop them in and get 1 of those. You only need 1 platform. And then on the next page, we've got a place mark item here, which you will need to combine just an iron ingot and 1 redstone, and you'll get 10 of those. This is what you need to actually mark where you want your missile to explode. And then those are basically your 3 new items that you need to keep track of here. And he also trades missiles and stuff. So if I go to the next page, you will see that it costs 10 redstone and 5 redstone comparators to make a missile module. Now you'll need to make some of these, which will then be combined with 5 ingots to get a missile module rank 2. And then you do the same thing to get a rank 3 missile module with some gunpowder and stuff like that. Once you get to that point, you can actually combine some redstone repeaters, and then you will get a finished missile module. And then once you get a lot of those, you can actually use those finished missile modules combined with some other normal items, and you will get different types of missiles. Like I said, there are 8 different kinds, and we're going to be going through each one of these. And I need to trade a lot to get some of these missile modules, so just a second. Alright, there we go. After a little bit of trading, I have my finished missile module here, and I'm ready to go ahead and trade that for a missile. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it in right there, put in some gunpowder, and we're going to get a normal missile here. Okay, so I got my normal missile. I'm going to go over to my launch pad here. Right in the middle, I've placed a platform already. to destroy it, just go ahead and destroy the block underneath it. But we need to place a platform right in the middle just like that. And then you have an option to place these support frames. I'll show you them in a second, but what they do is they make your missiles more accurate. So what we're going to do is go over to this field of villagers where we're going to test these missiles, by the way. And then, let's see, I've got a place marker. So I'm going to place it just right here in the middle. Why not, right? And then if you have a previous marker placed somewhere, it will say the old mark has been replaced with the latest mark. So you only place one of these, and then you're ready to go. So to launch the missile, go ahead and drop the type of missile that you want onto this launch pad here. And then it should pop up. Look how cool this missile is. So yeah, Gundam Crafter did a really great job with these missile models. So yeah, this is an ICBM missile. This is pretty serious. It's probably gonna mess up those villagers pretty bad. So let's go ahead and fuel it by dropping a coal on there. Will that work? I've been having issues with dropping stuff today, so I think if you just drop the coal on there we go. It only needs one. One should activate, but there it goes. It launches into the sky there, and now it's just going to do its thing. It's probably going to take about a minute, but it goes up pretty far, and then when it comes down, it should land near that marker. If you do have these support frames around the platform, it will increase the accuracy, and most likely it'll land closer to that marker. So yeah, now it's just gone, so I'm just gonna wait until it comes back. That's the only thing about these missiles, is that it does take a little while for it to come down. Oh, here it comes. Oh, it's going so fast. All right, there it goes. We almost missed it. It came down pretty fast. So it kind of hit over here in this crater already. So the explosion is, I would say it's almost twice as big as a TNT explosion. You can't really see that much damage, but that was just a normal missile. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back over here to our missile engineer. And yeah, let's trade for our next missile. So our next one on the list is called a chemical missile. You're going to need 10 spider eyes and one of those missile modules. So we want to get this chemical missile. Let's go ahead and drop in those 10 spider eyes as well as one of these missile modules. There we go. And we get a chemical missile. I'm just going to go ahead and get my next missile here as well, which is the Napalm Missile. This one's pretty cool. So I'm going to drop that in. There we go. Now we are ahead of the game. Alright, so let's head back over here to the launcher, and I'm going to go ahead and drop on this chemical missile. And there we go. This one is green. And I'm going to go ahead and drop more of those. Yeah, there we go. It launches. And there it goes into the sky. Looking good. Now this will just... I'm going to wait a second, because you know it's going to take about a minute. So, alright, he is coming down. There he is, the chemical missile. Now watch what happens when this makes impact here with the ground. Come on, you've got this. And boom. It affected me too. Alright, I should have stood back a little bit. But as you can see, I am getting Wither 2 for about 15 seconds. Blindness 2 and Nausea 2 on my guy. And this will also affect any nearby mobs and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and drink some milk because I don't want to be sick or anything. And we'll see what happened to these villagers here. If my blindness goes... Okay, there we go. So it looks like they're all pretty affected by the chemical missile. And it looks like I still am. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the area here. Next up is the Napalm Missile. And if I drop that there we go. It should appear. And let's drop some coal on there so it will launch into the sky. There we go. And yeah, it's going to take about a minute. So we're going to let that launch, and then it will come back down to the ground. And here it comes. I wish I had Optifine so I could zoom in, but it is coming into the ground pretty hot. There it is. Here he goes. Come on, you got this. You got this, missile. Just flying. Okay, that's pretty slow. Alright, then he explodes, and did it work? Oh my god. That did some damage. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, everything is on fire now. That was the Napalm Missile. That guy needs to watch. Oh, there's two of them. Sorry, guys, didn't mean to light you up in flames here, but we had to do the experiment, so, you know, that's a Napalm Missile. So let's go ahead and go back over to this guy and trade him for another missile. The next one will be, let's see, a strong missile. The strong missile is crafted with 5 TNT, and then a finished missile module. You'll get a strong missile. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the next one as well, which is the Ender Missile. Now that one's pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to show you guys the strong one real quick, and ooh, I should probably toggle downfall before that fire spreads anymore. Okay, so while that rain is taking care of the fire, I'm going to go ahead and launch our next missile here. So we got the strong missile. Boom. I'm going to drop that down. Hopefully it will work. There we go. Now this one has a TNT texture, which is pretty nice. And then if I drop a coal on it, go ahead and launch. Do your thing. There it goes. Alright, that is going to go into the sky. Hopefully that fire will burn out. But yeah, I will see you in a second when this missile comes back down to Earth. Alright, here comes the strong missile. It's about to make impact with the ground here. Watch out, everybody. Oh. Late reaction, but yes, it worked great. That was a strong missile. As you can see, the explosion is much bigger than the normal missile there. The next missile on the list is the Ender Missile. So I'm going to drop that right there and let it spawn in. There we go. And then let's go ahead and launch that guy. See what kind of damage he does. All right, there he goes. It took him a second. But yeah, he is launching, and I will see you whenever it comes closer to the ground. All right, here comes the Ender Missile. Don't worry, guys. I spawned in some more villagers. I know you were concerned, but it's okay. We got some more testificates for testing. So here goes the Ender Missile. Let's see what happens. Then when it explodes, oh, it teleports all nearby entities into the air, and then they all fall down and most likely die. As you can see, they're kind of floating, and then once the effect has worn off, they will fall to the ground and then take some massive damage, which is what happened. It all lagged a little bit, but that's because there are entities everywhere. Mainly, I wanted to do this video to see if my computer could handle it. I mean, it doesn't look like it is, but my FPS isn't bad. It's just that there's an overwhelmingly amount of commands going on all at once. So just keep that in mind when you're using this command. So our next missile on the list should be not the Ice Missile. All right, here we go. The Ice Missile is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and drag in that guy. The Ice Missile is pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my next missile too, which I think is our last missile, but I'm not sure. Okay, the Nuclear Missile, and then we have the Mining Missile. I'm going to go ahead and do the Mining Missile before the Nuclear Missile. I know you guys are waiting to see that Nuclear Missile. But we got the Mining Missile here, and then also the Nuclear Missile. Let's grab all three of those, and that is the rest of the missiles we have to show off today. But let's go ahead and start with the Ice Missiles. I am going to launch that guy. Do your thing. Oh, there it goes. So the Ice Missile is launching. This one is very cool, and I'll be right back once again, because, you know, it's going to take a minute. All right, wait for it. Wait for it. You guys know what I'm going to say? Boom! Snow everywhere. That was an Ice Missile. And it looks like, I mean, it turns all the grass to snow, and it was by stone, so it didn't, I mean, it didn't turn all of that stone to snow, but it did turn the grass to snow, and there's snowballs everywhere, which is kind of cool. And it does freeze and hurt enemies a little bit. It gave me jump boost and slowness. Which, yeah, I can't move right now. It did freeze me. So yeah, that's the Ice Missile. It just turns everything to snow and freezes you. So here's the next missile here. This is the Mining Missile. This is my favorite missile other than the Nuclear Missile. So let's go ahead and launch this guy immediately. If he will accept my coal. Accept my coal! Come on, man. Do it. I'm giving you coal here. All you have to do is, there we go. Okay, so he's launched, and yeah, I'm gonna wait a second and wait till he comes down. Okay, here it goes. This is the Mining Missile. I really wish it didn't lag, but I guess I can't help it. Once the missile makes impact, it will blow a giant hole. Like, it looks like this is almost a crater now. Look at that. Look at all those blocks we can pick up now. That is crazy, and yeah, I mean, it's a simple way to mine. It does mine ores and stuff, as you can see. There's a lot of materials there I can pick up now. So that is the Mining Missile, and of course you could keep mining in the same spot if you place your marker down there and then have it keep exploding. That would be pretty cool. But it is time to show off the nuclear missile. This is the final missile we have to show you guys today. And here we go. I'm just going to drop it in. Drop in that coal. Launch the missile, if it will. Please launch. And then once it does, you guys will see the devastation that it causes. And it's not working with me. My computer hasn't been working with me all day. I've been having a lot of problems with my RAM recently. I don't know if that has to do with this command here. Probably not, but I do need to upgrade my computer very soon. So sorry that there is a little bit of lag with these missiles in this video. Maybe they'll work better for you. After all, this is 5 commands. It isn't just one command at this point. So yeah, I'm just going to let that launch, and we will see the result in just a second. Now I'm going to show you this real quick before the missile comes down, but these are support frames. What they do is they increase the accuracy of your missiles, and you just place them down, and they look like that, and yeah, basically your missile will land exactly where your marker is if you use these. You don't have to use these though. It is just an extra option. And then if you do want to remove them, just destroy the block from underneath, and then they will go away, which is pretty nice. So yeah, the missile's coming down, and yeah, also this, forgot to mention before, this missile engineer will trade you an item called Missile Remover, and all you do is drop that item onto your missile if you want to remove it from the platform, which is pretty easy, but that's self-explanatory. So our missile is about to explode into the ground here, and here it goes. This is the nuclear missile. Let's stand back. If you're anywhere near where this missile explodes, you will get radiation sickness, and you'll see what I mean by that in just a second. There it goes. Completely exploded the area, turned everything into mycelium right there. Just a big explosion. Look at that. And as you can see down at the bottom, it says you are exposed to radiation. I have so many sicknesses right now. I would have instantly died if I was anywhere near this area. So yeah, as you can see, some villagers are still alive. They shouldn't be in a second. Like I said, the lag may be taking into play here, but I'm not too sure. That missile was pretty devastating. It does look like anything nearby would have died. I'm pretty sure if I switch into game mode, I will start dying immediately. Yeah, I have the wither effect on. I got all these horrible effects: hunger, weakness, what is that, slowness, mining fatigue, whole bunch of stuff. So you just definitely don't want to be near that missile when it explodes. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for this command. It was a little different. It was 5 commands instead of 1 command. I just wanted to give it a shot because I've never done anything over 2 commands, I think. So I just thought it was pretty amazing that there were 5 commands involved. If you guys want to try this out yourself, or give it a shot, maybe even see if your computer can handle it, go ahead and get the commands down in the description below. This is in vanilla Minecraft on the latest Snapshot 51B. So yeah, other than that, I will talk to you guys later, and peace out.